thing that confuses some people and messes up their money is thinking I need this. Maybe it's a pair of shoes, a bottle of body lotion, or a magazine. Very often we talk about the things we want as things we need because we want them so badly that they feel like needs. Children speak this way, but Mom, I need those new sandals. The shoes Maury is wearing still fit. There are no holes in the soles. They look good, but they are not this year's style. Maury is sure that she needs those new sandals. She wants them so badly that it actually feels painful not to get them. Money and emotions are closely tied together. Pleasure centers in our brains respond when we spend money. Some people become addicted to the drugs their brains release when they go shopping. Shopping creates a sense of well-being. Not shopping creates a sense of loss. And that is how wants become needs. We convince ourselves to go out and buy something we want by telling ourselves that we need it. This wouldn't be a problem if we had the money to satisfy all our wants. The problem comes when we don't have the money, the cold hard cash, and we must turn to credit to scratch our shopping itch. I meet people all the time who can't tell the differences between a need and a want. Needs are the things we must have to keep our lives walking. We need a place to live. We need food to eat. We need to be able to get to and from work or school or church. Wants are the things we really like. While we need a roof over our heads, we want a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house on a nice lot, with parking, school close by, and not too much traffic. While we need food, we want steak. People who confuse needs with wants can't imagine not having all the cable channels available. They have fancy cell phones with expensive call features, and they think that because they work hard, they deserve a vacation in Florida in the winter. People who confuse needs and wants simply can't imagine their lives without all the extras they see others enjoying. They want to enjoy those pleasures too, and if they have to use credit, that's what they'll do. Here's a heads up, since none of your wants stand between you and the grave, they aren't needs, plain and simple, no matter how badly you may want them. In the early part of the 20th century, an American woman named Emily Post wrote a book on etiquette. This book explained the proper behavior Americans should follow in many different social situations, from birthday parties to funerals. This book, the Emily Post Book of Etiquette, continues to sell well today, although some of the laws Miss Post gave needed to be updated by the publishers over the years. But in modern society, it is not enough to simply know the proper rules for behavior in your own country. International travel for work and pleasure now makes it necessary for people to understand the rules of etiquette in other cultures as well. Take, for example, the etiquette required in giving and receiving gifts. As a business traveler, it might be necessary from time to time to give a gift to a client or coworker from another culture. or as a visitor in another country, a person might receive a gift of welcome or of thanks from members of the host culture. In both giving and receiving gifts, one should not assume that the rules of etiquette are same as or are even similar to rules in one's own culture. Cultural differences may appear even in such simple processes as giving or receiving a gift. In Western cultures, a gift can be handed over to the receiver with relatively little ceremony. Relatively little ceremony. When a gift is offered, the receiver typically takes the gift while expressing his or her thanks. However, in some Asian cultures, the act of giving is an important aspect of gift giving, and this process may appear confusing or frustrating to Westerners. In a Chinese culture, a receiver will typically refuse to accept the gift at first, with the understanding between the giver and the receiver that after being turned down 2 or 3 times, the gift will finally be accepted. In addition, to show respect for the receiver, it is customary in several Asian cultures to use 2 hands when offering a gift to another person. After receiving a gift, tradition may demand that the person open the gift right away, or alternatively wait before opening the gift. In many Western cultures, etiquette requires the receiver to open the gift immediately and show appreciation for the thoughtfulness of the giver. In Asian cultures, on the other hand, the gift may be accepted with appreciation and then set aside to be opened later. The gift will then be opened in private to avoid appearing greedy and impatient. Another tip for cross-cultural gift giving relates to wrapping presents, especially in choosing the color of paper used to wrap a gift. In Japan, for example, while all very bright colors are traditionally not good choices for wrapping a gift, in Japanese culture, white is the color associated with mourning, and bright colors may be considered by some people to be vulgar because they are too flashy. Plain white and black are also to be avoided when wrapping presents in China because of the relation of those colors to funerals. Joyful colors such as red, yellow, and pink are preferred in Chinese culture. In contrast, Europeans seem to prefer more subdued colors for wrapping presents. A good rule of thumb for wrapping gifts, especially for business travelers, is to travel with a wrapped gift and then wrap the gift with paper bought in the country where the gift will be given. Finally, when choosing the appropriate gift to give, a good rule to bear in mind is the following. Never give vodka to Russians, chocolate to Belgians, or beer to Germans. It is better to travel with quality gifts from one's own region or culture. These are much more likely to be appreciated in other cultures because of their unique nature.